longevity of the run has hit a certain point. There's something about the act of running that it's almost hypnotizing, and it allows me to change my perspective on thoughts and ideas that I may have, and it gives me an ability to meditate on these things in a much calmer, clearer way.
I've had plenty of time to meditate on what's heading my way. This upcoming run into the unknown has both concerned and captivated me. But after 6 months of training, I feel I'm as ready as I'll ever be to take it on. It's a 4.5-hour flight from the Antarctic camp. I and more than 50 other runners from 21 different countries are about to find out exactly what it is we've let ourselves in for.
You wouldn't normally recommend that somebody get in an environment where they haven't really trained for it properly, right? It's not a setup for failure, but it presents a problematic level. You have to really be committed to not allowing yourself to go to the dark side. You have to come to peace with the fact that there are going to be so many unknowns. So you have to really open yourself up to the fact that you're going to experience many things that you can't even anticipate.
Not much can prepare you for the feeling of stepping into nature's deep freeze. The lowest temperature ever recorded on Earth, minus 93 degrees Celsius, was on this continent. Winds can hit 300 kilometers per hour. But for now, conditions around the tents we're staying in are relatively calm. So this is Union Glacier Camp, which will be our home for the next few days, and it's around here that I'll be running this marathon. The South Pole, that is about 1,000 kilometers in that direction. We're in a place so remote, even a penguin. The highest mountain range in the Antarctic should hopefully provide us with some protection from the high winds that can blow through here. But I have to say, at the moment, the weather is being really kind to us, and with all these layers on, I'm actually feeling quite warm. Everyone is making the most of this weather window, knowing it's unlikely to last too long.
This is going to be something extreme. Like, I've done lots of marathons, and I can already feel this is going to be the hardest one ever, so I'll just be happy to finish.
My first marathon I didn't train for, so that was a whole different type of tough, but I don't think there'll be any comparisons. The terrain, the cold, the wind, I think it'll be draining, but it'll be awesome when we finish and know what we just did.
Next morning brings race day and some proper Antarctic weather. The temperature is dropping, and so too are my confidence levels. Last night was absolutely Baltic. My tent mate, his sleeping bag's not quite big enough to cover his head, and his head actually froze to the camp bed. It's about minus 20 now, and the clouds are coming in.
You know, you're going into a marathon in an unusual location. So it's not just a conventional road marathon, you're attempting a marathon where other factors are going to come into play, and that's the terrain and the environment you're running in. So you're actually doubling the effort involved in many respects. I guess the advice I would give is to approach it like an ultra marathon, which is a distance longer than a marathon. And very often the way people approach them is to go off very slow, because it's not about managing your resources. And if you think you're going just slow, go slower still.
The best advice I would give you is focus on the step in front of you, and that's it.